Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I need to do the inside of that cover. We're going to work in my art journal. Let's see. Make sure I didn't skip a page. And I did. Okay. So, basically, all my pages to this far has some sort of paint on it. Book pages. It's just the beginning of my background. I don't keep it. So, well, I keep it, but I may lose it. We're going to do this side because this side's a different color. Sometimes I do the same on both sides. You know, all depends. So, to me, this looks like a fall page. It's got the orange in there. We're going to, in there, I think. It's like fall. More tropical. Trying to see now. Okay, burn. It's tropical. Let's see. Talking myself. Yes, I am. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. There we go. I knew I had something. I just had to find it. Okay. Oh, I just broke the bag. That's got beer. I don't want beer. Okay. I like when they put holes in stencils in the corner. You can put them on a ring. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to do that real quick with these because I just opened it. I like that tree. That kind of looks like my tree in the backyard. We're up for debate. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Oh, do I got two the same? Nope, I don't. Okay, do I want this tree? Or do I want this tree? use this one. The only thing with these little delicate, they like to stick together. There we go. All right. Okay. That looks like a fall piece of stuff. All right. Hello, hello. I'd like my lurker say hello. Don't be shy. Okay. Looks good. I'm just gonna kind of tape it. I have a tendency to move my stencils, so if I can tape them, I tape them. Hello. How are you, Mari? Hope all is well. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, I'm going to bring a little of this up a little bit. I want it to go right there. just dropped my sponge in all the paint, and I got too much paint on it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I was in a panic for a minute because my hairdryer wasn't working. I'll plug it in. Hi, Jen. I knew I saw another spot. I was like, wait a minute. I know there's a spot I saw. Okay. This is odd. 22. So yesterday I did my leaves, second time this year, and I do my yard. I do my one neighbor's yard who had foot surgery, and she can't be on her foot that long. And then my neighbor across the street, she's 95, and her son is 61, and he's got going through cancer right now. He's going through chemo, and it's kicking his ass. So I did their yard too. I started at 12:30 yesterday, and I finished up at 5:30 in the afternoon. My butt was just dragging. And then you wake up to today, and I look out going, yep, probably by Saturday I'll have to do it all over again. Which I'll probably skip and let the weekend go, and then do it Monday. Usually I don't do much on the weekends. So we'll see. So I know my son has to borrow my lawnmower because his lawnmower broke down. And his yard right now is just full. And if he would say, hey, Mom, will you do my yard? I'd probably go over and do his too. But he doesn't like me doing it. He doesn't, how do you put that? I'm young enough, Ma, I can do my own yard. I can wait till the weekend. I'm like, okay. Plus, he doesn't like putting his leaves on the curb because our city picks them up till the end of November. He doesn't like doing that. He brings his in because he doesn't want the grass to die. Okay. We have a spot that we can't get grass to grow on our curb, so I don't worry about it. There was a tree there at one time, and we've tried to grow grass in this one spot, and there's nothing. So that's where all the branches and leaves go. Thank you. Yeah. If it wasn't for me, last year, June or July, I think it was the beginning of July, the end of June, and somewhere in that time frame, I could look if I really want to because I marked it in my journal. But I know it was last year summer. I was looking at my neighbor Paul, and he just looked rough. He'd come, and he's a janitor at a school, and I know they get a lot of stuff done during the summer while the kids aren't in school, but he was just exhausted. He looked like a raccoon, and I'm like, Paul, are you feeling okay? Because I just can't get over like this flu bug. And he was missing work, and his mom got worried one day, called his sister. Her sister's 30 minutes out of town. She calls me. I go over there. Dorothy wants to call an ambulance. He won't let her call an ambulance. I'm thinking he's possibly having a heart attack. And I'm like, Paul, I said, you don't look great. So I go home. I make him take some aspirin, and I call Scott crying because due to the fact my husband had a heart attack the year prior. Scott gets home. He makes him go in. He wasn't having a heart attack. I was like, phew. So I thought, okay, they're keeping him overnight to run tests. Okay. It wasn't till, and it was like a Thursday. So he spent the whole weekend plus Monday in the hospital because Monday he came home. Well, they found cancer in his lung. And so, and I don't remember what type of cancer, but it can go to his brain. They found a small spot on top, the end of his vertebrae, like that spot right between your head and your neck, size of a dime. After he went through last year, then they found a spot on his kidney. Well, that's what they're doing with chemo, and right now he had something removed. They biopsied did something. He just had, I don't know, a pep. I think he told me a pep something, but I'm not quite sure. All I know is that he went in, they had all this tests, and so far they got the cancer. He just has to finish this last round of chemo, which is the end of December. But he's like, first time around, he's like, I felt good. This time around, it's kicking his butt. And he don't listen. Because he thought he could go to work one day, and I'm like, Paul, you need to go back in the house. You look like crap. He goes, well, I don't feel so good. And I'm like, well, then stay home. No, gotta go. Well, he went in, and not 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, he was home because they sent him home because he didn't look great to them. So the ladies at the school, teachers, whatever, told him he had to go home. And he hasn't been back to work since. So now he's on leave. And his job's secure. It's not his. They said, Paul, first of all, they can't fire you. Second, you work for the Catholic. You work for a Catholic school. That wouldn't look good for them. So, then he feels bad because I am out there doing his lawn yesterday, and he comes out in his house coat and his slippers and his jammy pants and a t-shirt to walk and talk to me. And I said something, and I go, you owe me a pizza. He goes, I owe you a lot more than a pizza. I said, well, that's all I'm asking for. A pizza and a Pepsi. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I didn't do it to get anything out of it. I did it to be neighborly. All right, that's my tree. That's a cool stencil. Now, it's fall here in Wisconsin. I just told you I picked up all my leaves. That's why I thought this page was really cool and fall-y. So, I need some orange. I should do yellow because that's when my leaves are all over my yard, is the yellow leaves from the tree. I don't even know what kind of tree it is. I have to ask Scott David, and he not home right now. So, he done working. Okay, so we're going to do a mixture of orange, yellow, and a light brown. because they do get crispy. So, I decorate for Halloween. If you guys look on my channel, you'll see a video. So Saturday I went out, busted my butt, got 90%. I'd say 95% of my Halloween decorations down on Saturday. On Sunday, went out because all I had left to do, and it was getting too dark, is the headstones, the fence. What else was there? Oh, and my body bag. That's it. That's all that was left on Sunday. My neighbor couldn't get over how fast I worked. So all I'm going to do is tap into my orange paint, tap it out on my palette, and I'm just going to go tap, 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 tap throughout with my paintbrush. And some on the ground. Some falling. Oop. Too much paint. Too much paint. Too much paint. So what are you ladies doing? All right. Another brush. We got a lot of yellow here in Colorado and a bit of orange. Yeah, we don't have red either. I don't know what type of tree that is. I'd have to ask Scott, but I know it's got yellow leaves. Scott's years ago there was a tree that actually did have red leaves. And down the road in the corner, there's one. It's really pretty. I love fall. I love fall. I love going to look at how the leaves up north change, and I did that a few weeks ago. And I don't mind doing leaves. It's just yesterday just kicked my butt. I don't know. As my husband put it, you ain't young anymore, baby. I told him not to remind me. But Scott works so much, and now he drives, and and he gets home later. Usually, last night I was just finishing up Paul's yard when he pulled in my driveway. When he pulled in the driveway, and that was at 5:30. So he had a long day as well as I did. Ooh, I picked up some green. That's all right. It's not my turn. It's not been dry on my palette. But I tell you, my hand is so sore last night. Wow, I was sore after, because, I have to blow out leaves in the back of my yard to be able to pick them up with the lawnmower. Did the same on the neighbors around, and then I do around the buildings, around my shed, around the house. Did the neighbors, at least she doesn't have as many bushes in her backyard. That was the easy part. And then at Paul's, I had to take down some dead plants that he just can't get out to do. Did that. And then blew all around the house. And he's got the bigger leaves. I mean, his leaves are like this compared to mine. And I don't know what type of tree that's next to his neighbors have, but it's huge. And it's got some big leaves. I came in the house, I looked at Scott. I said, I'm ordering a pizza. Nope, I ordered a pizza. I was too damn tired. I'm like, ordering a pizza. He's like, you want me to do it, babe? And I'm like, yes, please order a pizza. We'll have the tuna steaks tomorrow. Because I did take tuna steaks out. There's my fall tree. Can you guys see that? You can still see the tree, can't you? I like how that looks. Yep. Making pork chops tonight. I'm making tuna steaks, mashed potatoes, and green beans. We eat a lot of fish, not so much red meat anymore since Scott's heart attack. All I know is whatever I'm doing, it's working because both Scott's, me and Scott's blood tests, labs, whatever, all our things are down. I don't remember all whatever they are, but they're all down. So whatever I'm doing in the kitchen, my doctor told me it's working. I said, well, I got the Mediterranean cookbook like you told me to get. I had more veggies and rice and less red meat. I said, I'm sorry, Doc. I can't give up. How did I say it? My spaghetti, I can't. Scott doesn't like turkey. So he will not eat turkey. Even if he doesn't realize I bought turkey hamburger or whatever. And, hi, Bonnie. And made my spaghetti and in my chili with turkey. And he never even noticed. But I told him I can't give up red meat in my spaghetti or lasagna. There's just some, I can tell. Well, because you know what? I'm the cook. I know. He doesn't. The cook always knows. I could taste a little difference. But he didn't even phase him. He ate it. His Diamond bought it. I don't. And, well, how do I put this? My husband. My son-in-law is a Native American. He lives on a Native reservation. And it don't matter if you need it or not. Due to the fact you have 3 children under the certain age, you get a box every 2 weeks of food. It don't matter. Diamond's like, we don't need it, but their philosophy is a kid will never go hungry, even if because there's parents out there that have money that don't, so she got all this one time she got turkey upon turkey, like hamburger in tubes. It was turkey. She's like, Mom, you want some turkey? I'm like, Dad won't eat it. She goes, just throw it in a chili and spaghetti. He'll never know. So she gave me she goes, So she gave me some. I'm like, you sure you don't need it? She goes, Mom, we don't need it. I mean, she goes, I could keep freezing, freeze it. But I thought, what, I'll share some with Mom. So I did. Scott never realized it. She goes, and we'll test Daddy. And so, guess what? He didn't even notice. So now, if he's not shopping with me, I throw in turkey. And I know I told my doctor, and my doctor just laughed when I was telling him. I was telling him, because me and Scott both have the same doctor. I said, Doc, I tell you a secret. You can't tell Scott. He goes, I can't tell Scott anything anyways. I'm like, good. I said, what if it's about Scott? He goes, well, if it's concerning matter, I will try to approach it somehow. I said, well, it's not a concerning matter. And he's like, what? I said, I've been sneaking turkey in Scott's meals because he don't like turkey. He goes, good for you. And he goes, and how are you doing it? Oh, I said, I disguise it in my chili, my spaghetti. I said, oh, hamburger helper. Because I make my own hamburger helper. It doesn't phase them. You do the keto. I'm trying to think if my tree needs anything. I don't think my tree. Oh, I know what my tree needs. I just say that and I'm like, oh, I know what my tree needs. Okay. All right. I need my markers. Oh. So I'll show you what I've been doing. Because I don't know what it is, but I haven't been sleeping well these past 2 weeks. So after I do this, so I made myself note: keep one page, tear one page, keep one page. I've been sitting here for a week, for 2 weeks, trying to figure out what that is about. I finally figured it out when I went to grab my art journal today. It's for my book. Because I'm going to do an art journal in a book. Not so much always paint. I want to do like kind of a junky, have some lace, have a couple pockets. Totally different than usual what I do. And then I was like, what is this? Keep one page, tear one page. And I have it stuck on my computer here. And I was like, what the? And then I'm like, so that's my note. I'm going to stick that right there. So when I go to do this, I remember, because I watched it. I remember after it dawned on me after I got this out today. I know what it is. And I've been watching videos like 2 weeks ago when this popped in my head when I was sick. And I lost my voice again last month. Yeah. So I want to switch it up a little bit. I'm always doing this type of stuff. And I want to switch it up. And then Steffi G sent me this hat from, I don't know where she got it from, a lady a while ago, and I couldn't find it. I kind of was semi-organizing, cleaning my craft room the other day, and it fell behind this stack of stuff I had. So I'm going to mess with it. This is kind of cool. I like these. You never outgrow your need for milk. So kind of like vintage. We can think about doing some vintage journaling. Make a vintage journal or something, because I got plenty. Not just this. Stuff I don't use. So put that there. All right. Oh, I just rolled my thing in a paint. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not an expert. You can try to figure out what it is in a second, if you can even see it. Go. Bushy tail. Oh. No one there. I don't know if we can tell. They're supposed to be squirrels. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, if they blend in really well, they're squirrels. And we'll do this color. Oh, you can't see that. I really look like my little, whatchamacallit, birds. Doves on the bottom. I'm going to take this down. I've got this thing going like this. Oval. There's that. Like this. I got this tubular thing on the base. It's supposed to be a squirrel. Looks like more like a cat. I really messed that one up. Circle. Little ear. Little body. There we go. Another squirrel. And I'll put one right here. Bushy tail. Little ears. I know what they are, and that's what matters. It really I messed them up. My finger is the eraser. This old body. There we go. Old body, bushy tail. There you go. My squirrel's got a lot of bushy tail. Little ears. It works. Ooh. A little black in there. that. And then some on the ground. Oh, man, it's too much. Get out there. Putting it back in. There we go. There we go. That's my yard. Squirrels, squirrels, morning dove, bird feeder. Except my bird feeder's higher than that, but it should have been. I probably should have put it on this branch up here. But oh well. That's my fall. Boom. Okay. So, I'm going to dry this real quick. Thanks. So, I'm going to put this between right now, and then we're going to move. I got all this paint over here, so I might as well add it to a couple pages. Oops, got too much paint on that brush. Okay. This. I gotta fix that. With that. Ooh, what's that? that one. That. Put that. Let's see what I can do. It'll be interesting when I come to this down the road. And be like, what the heck? It. Ooh. I like how that looks, but let's slap just real quick. Because that's probably how I did this. Ooh, I love that look right now. Oh, alrighty. We're to the pretty much the end of the book. End of the book. So, I got brown. I'm just gonna it'll be fun when I go to use that. And we got the lighter brown, so we'll just it's all underneath when I go to do it. So sometimes I'll be like, oh boy, where am I gonna go with this? But I find something to do with it. All right. Okay. Now, the last of the orange. I'm just gonna, same thing. Get it on the paper and worry about it later. And there, I used all the paint that was on my palette in this book for future use. So I put these little, Sabrina got these. They're just little, I could actually take them apart and make more. But I leave them like this and I have them sitting over here. And I put them between my pages while they're wet. And then I come back. Oh, sometimes they stick. Like that. I don't worry about it. I fix it. I'll put a slap a book page over it. A little sticky. See, that's boo-boos. Let's go in there. I come to it down the road. I'll stick a book page to it. So I'll put that there. And I'll put this behind me. Alright, this is what I've been doing when I'm upstairs and I can't sleep. Because Scott can sleep through the world. I swear to God. And a bomb could happen and Scott be still. Yeah. Drives me crazy. But the light don't bother him. So I can turn on my light next to my bed. I got a TV tray thing. And I'll show you. I started when I was sick. So September. Book 1. And then I'll go to previous. So I've been just doodling. Watching Zentangle videos. And trying. I wish I could find a decent pen though. I've been struggling with pens. And just kind of just randomly doing something. I could sit for hours and do this. Hours. And I got started in a different book and the book fell apart. It was this one. These little joggles.com book. Started falling apart on me. So I'm like, okay, fine, be that way. I got a delusion, so I put it in here. I'll put them in here. These are some coloring sheets I did, and I just doodled on them and put them in here as well. These are out of that book. This was me scribbling and not finishing, but I finished the backside. You know. Because even when I'm sick and not feeling good, I still have to do something, or I'll just go nuts. So. And we'll go, and then we're back to the book. This was a oops, and this I'm like, maybe I'll go back to it someday. It didn't go my way that particular night. Boom. Now it's September into October, book 2. I don't know when I hit October in this book. These are circled things that Sabrina sent me. Let's see if I got one handy. They kind of look like they're watercolor. I do know that. So I brought some upstairs and just doodled on them and stuck them in here. I like my flower. I think my flower's the bomb. Now, I was watching the Chiquita's sale, and she had these stamps on there for sale, and I'm like, oh my God, I got them. I went and got them. So I stamped them in here real quick and colored them and just doodled around them. Messed up, scribbly, last page, done. Then I went into October. I watched this where the lady did the eyeballs. I thought it was cool, so I tried it. And my first time, second, I went back and redid them. Thought, I'm going to try it one more time because I didn't like how they looked. I thought they looked better on this one. Circles. This was me watching, oh God, I can't remember her name. I should write down so I can go back to the channel where I learned how to do this. This was so cool, how to make this person. She's got a long body though. I should have brought it down a little bit, but whatever. Um, it was a channel and she was doing fonder instead of like I call it ephemera. They called it fonder art. I never knew that. So eat some fish. I love doing circles. You'll see a lot of circles. And then this is the house I did. I tried to draw people in frames. Yeah, I'm no artist. At least when it comes to drawing. These are all my mixed media paper I did. I made mushrooms and heart and houses. So I put them on there. This is a butterfly. No, I did not draw this butterfly. I traced it out. And then I did what's inside of it. These are a thing from Claire's that Allie's gloves came on. I kept it. So that's a fish I did. I did this background. And then chickpeas. Yeah. These are inspired by, what right here. Sabrina sent me this bird a long time ago. So I was inspired by her bird because I found it. Yeah. Hers is better. And that's the cover of October. And then we go to the front of the book. And it's November. And the last page, the first page in this book is the last day of October. So I did Happy Halloween. And then we go. And I did hands. I did these with all my, that's all. This paper right here is all my mixed media little pieces. I glued them all down. That's how I did the mushroom in the house. It's the pieces from cutting them out. And there's my trees. This goes in November. And I cut this out. And I did this. Fonder. See, I did that. I call that fonder. I don't get it, but these are fonder too. I guess it's the way you do it. I don't know. And then I did this. And then I came downstairs one night and I grabbed my Lisa Frank stickers because they popped in my head. So I just did that real quick. Then I did these, some stuff I had sitting on my desk here. I grabbed. Not bad. And so basically it went from like art, just doodling to little art journal, I guess. And then we're back to doodling. I stuck this in there. My funky bird. And I like this. Why fit in if you were made to stand out? And that. I like how this turned out. Even if I screwed it up, it turned out pretty cool. That was this morning. This was this morning. I was up at 11:30 till about 9. I fell asleep too damn early. I couldn't keep my eyes open after I ate pizza. So I was asleep by 6:30. Woke up at 11:30. And here I go. And boom. So that's where I let off this morning before I took a nap. But that's what I do at night. And my newest thing, because after this book, I have no more. I have this. The paper is so light. I am going to use it, but I'm going to have to be careful what I use. But what I'm going to do is make my own traveling notebooks. And I broke a piece here because it came out of one. Right here. It fell apart on me. Let's see. I'm going to try to find the center. And try to I'm going to use this as an example. Let's see. One thing about stitching, I love Diane Riley stuff, but if you get it wet, it falls apart. But I kept them just to make stuff with them. Of course, I ain't going to throw that away. But at least I have a pattern. I can just grab one of these and know what size to make. And I figure, and I'm going to count how many pages are in a one book. And that's how many I'm going to make in my book. And because I have, after this, it's full, I have, this would be my 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 4th delusion. Little thick covers like this. Yeah, I got 2 over there and 2 sitting here. These are delusion. I say this is a Jane Davenport though. So I got this one by Jane Davenport. It might be a little bit bigger. I don't know. So this would be my next one. After this one. Or no, this one's done. This one's done. It's packed. It's actually going to go on the shelf. These I got out of that when you can buy a grab box. Yeah, that can go on the shelf. This can go back down here. This can go back over here. But I was looking, here are those circle things from Sabrina. I was giving out all my stuff the other night. The stuff you forget you put behind you in a basket. I'll put that back over here so I don't lose it. There we go. So they're just like little watercolor circles. Because it's on a tag, it does say watercolor paper 8 inches. I'd get the watercolor on them. There's the watercolor on them. Do some watercoloring on them or something. So wouldn't that be a cool journal? Pick a bunch. Make a, maybe I'll do that. Make a journal. I think it'd be cool. So I'm digging in my because I also am doing this. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I'm trying to build up my TikTok. So I've been doing little layouts and I haven't done one lately. Started out with Halloween. I did a steampunk one. Yes, I used my paper. Of course, Van Gogh, and now I was going to start a fall one. Oh, I forgot. I could have used the orange on that. But it's just an old planner. I'm just covering up. I kept stuck that so I could do that. But I was going through my stuff here. This is a postcard from my in-laws. I just found these metal tags. But I was like, the things I start and I forget. See? So before I make another traveling notebook, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to finish. Look, I got this started. It's amazing when you put start something and put something behind. Because I also got this one that I'm going to eventually do something with too. But I have this sitting over here that I started. This was going to be my new art journal. but I decided not to do any more in this until I finish the composition notebooks. Then I was digging around the other day. Oh, look at it. I doodled on some more. I should put them in my book. Let me put them over there. I forgot I set this up as an art journal. Yeah. I'm so bad. As well as this. Oh. I don't know what the cover is on this. There it is. It was going to be just delusions. So this is my delusion one. I was going to just do delusion in. That's sitting over here too. Guess what? Oh, no, that's right. I was like, oh my God, I just found one. Nope. I would use this to list. And I could probably, you know what? I'm going to. I listed all my delusion stamps, so I knew what they were in this. But, you know what? And I'm going to scan this. Okay. And I'm just going to cover this. There we go. Yeah, that's today's agenda. See, I'm going to use what I have. So, these are sitting over here. Before I start a new book, I am using my goal for the year. What is in this box? Oh. More things that I colored. Delusion. Okay. Is to use these up first. Before I start another. That's why I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I gotta put a few of these back on the shelf. Because, I have this one started as well. So that can stay. This one is just not done yet. This one's not done yet. Just glued. That one's not glued yet. So these can go on the shelf till I'm done. And this is the next composition. This one I started layering with my paper. It's pretty crispy. So I was putting paper down just to cover. So this will be the next one after the one I'm working in. But, okay. So, came across this. So that can go over here. Now this, I remember buying these. I was going to use it as a journal. And the only way I could, is possibly is kind of glue the pages because they come out so easy. It's like do like the regular book, takes glue some, tape some, or whatever. Oh, look at it. I doodled in this book. See, that's a tendency. Starting books and put them away. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing with that. Oh, look at this cool little image. Jane Davenport. This is all my marker colors. Then I kept these. The walls. Wouldn't that be pretty? Penta's making as a journal. Yeah. And then we come into this basket. I must have grabbed this book for something. Okay, another cover. Smaller one. It's a Heidi Swapp one. Bet you that small one that's in that book I have is a Heidi Swapp. This I took just for the cool images. But I must have thought I was going to use it for something because I got pages glued in it. That's how my mind works. It's like, ooh, I'm going to put that in my scrap. Then I got atlases. I have a dictionary. My calendar I got in 2023 when I did the Art by Marlene's Advent calendar. This was in there. Maps. This is an old peel and seal. Oh, I kept it for the envelope because I could still use it and just cover everything up. And then this is what got me. Ready? Packing paper. And all this miscellaneous. I was like, oh my God, Tina. So, my new plan is and this is how I found Steph's stuff that she sent me. When I pulled this out, this was there too. It's just behind it. Is that somewhere else? I'm going to start using some of this, like this. This is what's crazy, guys. Okay, and I can't be the only one. I really can't be. Oh, and this stuff was there in there too. Is and I've said I'm really thinking about destashing a lot of my stuff when it comes to this other stuff. I do. Because I've come to realize that and I got a whole stack back here of empty planners that I bought at Joann's to use also a couple years ago. But this right here. Because I come to realize I got a lot of stuff that I thought I would use that I don't use. I kind of got into the different mindset of doing Mixmedia. And I guess I could use some of this to do Mixmedia. But to me, it's more vintage. I got so many of these flashcards that I picked up at thrift stores are in a drawer. And they're the vintage ones. They're nice ones. So, National Geographic. That was cool. These are some sayings. Ohio Valley. Here is Midwest Road Map. This is all okay. Ready? Vintage. I'm using no paper. Two more like little stickers. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting a jar. In that, oh, I put it away. But I don't want to start a new book. That's the whole thing. I want to use what I have. Is put in and shit, like I would pick out of the. And I bought this. I don't know who I bought that from, but I bought it because I thought it was more like maps. I found these all on a shelf downstairs in Dad's basement. There's another map. They're all. I know they're all out of your office. Here's some Tim Holtz tissue. I don't remember what it looks like. Oh, maybe it's just plain. Probably, yeah, it's just plain. That one's plain. I must have just used the tube. Crazy, huh? Crazy. More national. This whole thing. Yeah. Then, oh, here's the vintage photos. These are vintage photos that I got at a garage sale. They're cardboard. They're the showpiece. Okay. Howard, Wisconsin. J. Porter, photographer. Oh, postcard. I wonder if it's the same baby. Looks like the same baby. Oh. More relatives. Or that's these frames. We're hitting the Timmy Holtz kind of. Have to go get my kid. All right. Oh, and I found this little mini journal I got. I have yet to do. Oh, I found this. It says the rules. The female always makes the rules. I found this in Dad's basement. The rules are subject to change at any time without prior notification. No male can possibly know all the rules. If the female suspects the male knows all the rules, she must immediately change some or all the rules. The female is never wrong. If the female is wrong, it is because of flagrant misunderstanding, which was direct result of something the male did or said wrong. Rule 7. If you rule 6 apples, the male must apologize immediately. Or, okay, if the rule 6 applies, sorry, not apples. 6 applies, the male must apologize immediately for causing the misunderstanding. 8. The female can change her mind at any given time. 9. The male must never change his mind without written consent from the female. 10. The female has every right to be angry or upset at any time. 11. The male must remain calm at all times unless the female wants him to be angry or upset. 12. The female must understand no circumstances, let the male know whether or not she wants him to be angry or upset. 13. If the female has PMS, all rules are null and void. 14. Any attempt to document these rules could result in bodily harm to the male. I put that downstairs and dad stuff. Oh, Happy New Year 2024, Bluey. I don't know why that's in here. Oh, I got some stickers. They're all over. Okay, what else? Oh, we have do you know why it's in here? I have no idea. In a scrap. Tissue. There's some pack of tissue paper. Why is this in here? Oh, I bet you. Hang on. I bet you I know. Let me get a pen. Haha, that's why. Okay, I gotta get that back. Give me that back. That can't go in the scrap. That's why it's in here. Okay. Transfer paper. Oh no, I don't know if that's what this is called. Duplicate paper? I don't remember. I don't even know where I got it. That's the problem. Got caught up in the Timmy Holtz finale. Timmy Holtz. More tissue paper in a tube of tissue. Oh, there's a pattern to make these tags. These are Arbor and Marlene, and I made some. Another pattern. Another card. Some more pattern. A little pull up paper. Not vintage, but it's supposed to look like vintage. Timo, I think it was. Stick that in there. Bottle cap thingies, I think. Oh, pack of goodies. Accessories. This was Riley, so we don't even have that anymore, but that is kind of cool. More, oh, look at the material. I got more of them. Those are over there. What's this look like? Maybe I'll do a vintage journal. I got a book cover. Just remember where I put it. I just had it. No. I'll find it. I don't remember what this looks like. Cool. Hey, come on to me a vintage journal. I know I have that book cover. Okay. And I can use some of this. Okay, I kept this just like a needle book and ready. It still got the needles in it. I found it in Scott's dad's house. Words. Oh, here's a paper tag. I was out of the whatchamacallit, Avid calendar. There's a little mini art journal. Look at that. Hey, I'm going to doodle in that. I'm going to doodle in that too. Oh, look at this one. I forgot I had that one too. We're going to doodle in that too. Got all those little cigarette things. My mother, I think my mother-in-law did them. And more, and paper, and Ikea. Oh, wallpaper. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do me a signature junk journal. I got plenty, and that's not including my ephemera over there. Shoot. As soon as I find that book cover, I am going to do that. Here. That's what I made the other day. This is one I forgot I did. It's all my little pieces. Oh, look at, I even got a phone book. Phone book. Roadside plant and flowers. Is this my father-in-law's? This was my mother-in-law's. I think I'm not going to get rid of that. Fly me flag. Oh, that's me. Yeah, this rip up. Remembering John Wayne. And it's so cool. I don't even know where I found this. It's some of my dad's stuff. But look at that. He's my favorite actor. He's so cool. What year is this? That was probably when he passed away. Look at this, so yellowed. The Duke as a dad. He wore a toupee. His real name's Marion. John was his stage name. It probably states John Wayne. The name itself and conjures up pictures. Marion Morrison. I couldn't remember. I was going to say Marion Morrison. He claims his mom didn't like him. But he never legally changed it. He left it. He just had his stage name. The song. There's a contract where it's actually his real signature. But that's so cool. I found this in Dad's stuff. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's neat to see. But here, look at it. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he must have forgot he had this stuff. I left my sugar standing in the rain. Oh, music book. I'll say the Amazon bag thing. This is wallpaper. This is a newspaper press times this year. It's all behind me. I'm still having fun there. That stuff's getting moved. Because, then I got, look at this. Webster Dictionary. Look at these yummy pages. I wonder when this was printed. Let's see. Springfield, Massachusetts, USA. See, copyright 1934, 1939, 1945, 1950. So, oh, this one is 1953. It's right up here. And look at this little Ginny Gordon, Mystery of Old Barn. But look at the yumminess of these pages. They're so yummy. And what the hell is this? I still haven't found it. I ain't gonna get the new one either. I couldn't find it. Because, oh, I found it. Yes, sir. I even started it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get that. And this is the middle. So that's what it looked like. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I may do more stamping on this. I wish there was something more on the side. So just in the center. Because I'd have to, well, not technically. Do it right. Because, hang on. Bear with me. Now that I found it and went through all this stuff, it's oops, I'm so sorry. So you know what? I'm going to start a new project. I said I was going to do that. But this is not the same type of project either. Kind of a different project. Oh, stick that box right there. I have no idea why this is from. I kept them for some reason. I keep too much. That's probably us people, us crafters. We keep everything. And then we end up in the position I am. Like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Okay. Okay. Oh, this one has to go up. We're going to put the John Wayne books. I was keeping them separate. Oh, I'll find them. I think I just packed them, but oh well. Alright, so if I'm going to go do this book cover, this is just masking tape and widen it. Split it a little bit. I don't think it's, and I usually I add this also, and I probably will. It's, My Scott's uncle gave me this. I think I got another roll in the closet. What this is it's what they use between the boxes to close the boxes on the machine. And you can lick this. I don't know if it's any good. I glue it. So what I would do is I would also add that right there and give it some more strength. Hi, Steph. Hey, Steph. You got a Happy Meal coming, but I forgot to take it to the, when I went yesterday to the Quick Trip, I forgot to grab it to mail it out, and then today I forgot to try to catch my mailman. So, I'm thinking I dead center this. And I bring in this. Let's see how close I get. Ooh. So close. But I'm thinking I'd want to do this last. Or no, I'd have to do it first because I want that there. Maybe what I do is I just do I'm going to iron it too. Get these wrinkles out. So I want this in the center. I want this to be like the book cover, so it'll look like this. Somewhat. I like this side better though. I want this. No. I want to get this more that way. So what I'm going to do, because I want this more as the cover of my book, I'm just going to move this over like this. It's going to be better when I do it. That's what I do. I'm not, you know what? I'm not digging this now the more I'm playing with this. I'll go this way. It'll be, look at that. A long way. You know what? I'm going to temporarily do something. Okay. It will be ironed. So I'm going to go like this. Cover more on the inside this way too. Look at that. It's a solution. Boom. There. That's how I'm going to do it. I got most of that as my cover. That looks good. It'll be, I'll iron it and I'll straighten it out a bit. But then the whole inside's covered with it as well. Now the question is, I'm going to go to start making the signatures. If I should. Because I will be sturdying it with this. I just kind of snipped this off for now. It's not like I don't have enough to worry about using it all. Now I can make something with it. Okay. I go like this. That's going to be there. Okay. I may have to do more than one. This picture. And just go. Oh, yeah, I'm going this way. And just kind of take. So just come in a little bit with the material. Not all the way. Okay. Like so. So that this is open. This I'll put. Oh, let's see. Let's grab. What do I have handy? Here. Welcome to Tina's World. Oh, look at music paper. There we go. I don't know where I got that. So, just picture it. Pull this in. That. The material would be under. Then the signatures would be right here. Kind of be like that. Because you wouldn't. I think that would work. Because then his signature is going to be a 2 signature book. I can possibly do 3. Now we'll just do 2. It's going to be right in this here. That brown looks pretty good. I'm not, it's vintage. What do you think, guys? And then that's how the inside would look. And that'd be the cover. You open it. This is what you'd see. Kind of. Okay, hang on. We're experimenting. We're just going to lay this down. Sabrina's doing a vintage journal too. I told her the other day, man, you should see the stuff I got. It's crazy. So this is all going to be hidden nicely because I'll be trimming this down and keeping some, adding it to the journal itself because that's instead of doing the whole thing like this inside. I think it looks cool if it was some sort of different. Because, oopsie, this will be dead center. So that there. I'm not saying that it's going to be music paper, but this was what it'd look like when you inside. Then you have the signatures. I think that'd look cool. Because then I can save some of this material to make something for inside. What do you think? Yes or no? Or should I do the whole thing, the material? But to me, that's a lot of waste. I moved it because that'll be right here. Yeah, see, I got to get that straight. Because when I go to glue this, that it will be more this right there. On the cover. I have to work it because I want this. Ooh. More on the cover. Like that. That's what I want of the cover. And that'll be a little bit of the back cover. I thought I had more vintage material. I'm going to look before I set myself on this one. And then I was thinking, maybe iron in it. That's my cover. Oops. Iron in this. Of course I'm going to because it needs iron. It's not even straight. Whoever cut this. And maybe taking some of my vintage stamps. Because look at how off that is. I don't even remember where I got this. I'm going to see what's in my material also before I set my and stow in this. But this would be the cover. And I'll show you how I'll do this. Okay. So this is stuff that's supposed to go on boxes. Okay. Wrap it. Some people use tie back. I use this. Plus I got the masking tape. Why is it when I want something, it's always at the bottom? Oh, come on. Jesus. Not bad. I was like, Jesus. Where's my pencil? No. Hold tight. And then I'm going to take my, go like this. I want to get the edge real good. Now the fun part. Bend, 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 bend. I hate that glue. I always use my fingertip, and I hate the feel of it on my finger. Oh, my favorite one. The tip broke off recently. Look at all mine except these two. My tips. Yeah. And this one. Let's try this one. Okay. I think that's good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now, do it elegant. Yeah, I have this I'm not happy with, but you know what? It'll be covered anyways. Yeah, you're probably all standing there going, oh my God, Tina, you know there's an easier way. I'm like, yeah, but it wouldn't be my way then. That's my philosophy on that one. But at least I'll have the binding done tonight because I'm not here in my closet. I'm just going to bring this one just up to the line of that one. Actually, no, I'm going to bring it out further. This about here. See, I don't like that. How did that? Let's see. Oh. Oh. Look at that. I don't like that. I've never had that happen before. Why now? Oh yeah, I just ripped it. I'm gonna have to redo it anyways. Yep. That sucks. I'm going to let this dry because I have to rip it up. So I can do it again. So I ripped it. I wonder. Shit, get I think this is why I don't like doing journals. I really don't like doing journals. I'll be honest. So I have to dry. I'm going to work this a little bit. I wonder. Yeah, I should just kind of go like full center. Okay. Like here. Or half center. Half center. Work the paper before I glue, What am I dropping over there? I have no idea. Yeah. I know. Then I'd have to do it inside as well. I'll figure it out, but I'm going to let this sit like this and dry now that it's all packed. Find my lid. I've been on here 2 hours. Maybe by the time you come in next time, probably Wednesday of next week. I'm trying to try at least to go live once a week. I don't have a schedule. I go when I feel like going. That's all I can tell you. Catch me, you catch me. If you don't, you can watch it after. But, what am I doing? Oh. I'm going to work this out. The opposite direction. There we go. And I'm also going to go see if I have different material, because I think I do got different material that's more vintagey than that. I necessarily don't have to use material either. We'll see. But I'm going to call it a day or evening. What time is it? 4 o'clock. And I will talk to y'all later. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty. Bye for now. And if you have any suggestions, if you watch this, leave it in the comments below. Talk to y'all later. Bye.